Welcome back to the Brew Crew podcast, everyone. This is day 9, right? Day 9?
Day 9.
Day 9 of the Advent calendar. Christmas is approaching very rapidly. Christmas shopping needs to get done. I don't think I've started it yet, but let's just address the elephant in the room. Different cast today.
Yeah, what's going on?
Different cast. You know,
Phil got replaced.
Pretty sweet. This is a great environment.
Ambiance is there.
It's Stev today. It's JT and Stev today.
It's JT. Oh yeah, we're chilling.
I can't move past the 4-letter words that start with S.
Svil
and Stev.
This is JT.
Even though Stev is like totally manufactured, Svil is like an acronym.
Yeah. So I don't know if I ever told this story. Stev was the name I had given myself on it was like my profile name on SoundCloud when you guys originally started out there.
SoundCloud. Those were the days.
Back in the
old
way back
days. Speaking of,
butt chug.
Butt chugging.
Yeah.
I don't know if we were speaking about it. We weren't.
No, but we are now.
Oh, we are.
So day 9.
Day 9. I feel like that's a word. Day 9.
Day 9?
It's not though.
Is that like fungible?
Like fungible. Non-day 9 tokens. NDTs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they are.
That's up there.
We'll get those going though. New crypto coming soon from Brew Crew featuring Stev.
Part of the blockchain.
We had dinner. Thanks for dinner, by the way.
You're welcome.
And when I went to pick up the pizza, it was under Steve.
And
I haven't said Steve in a long time. And it was it's a powerful name. Like Stev is like, oh, that's an interesting thing to say.
Right.
But Steve is like, oh, picking up pizza for Steve.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh man.
That's my daddy's name.
Yeah. Is that?
Yeah, I'm the third.
I didn't know that. Yeah. I feel like your dad said.
I introduced you to my father. Yeah.
Here's the thing. I don't know if you have ever heard of these people, but like when I meet somebody for the first time, I literally am just screaming inside my own mind.
Okay, word.
I can't. I don't hear anyone's name until like the 3rd or 4th time I meet them.
I'm really bad with names too, honestly.
And it's like. I'm not even. It's not even that I am bad. Like I forget. I did not hear it.
Huh.
I just can't.
There was a lot of hustle and bustle that day.
It's not that. It's that when I meet somebody for the first time, it's weird. I'm a weird person.
Like,
my mind's just going crazy, and I didn't hear it.
That's all right.
That's just what it is.
That's all
the
right.
only reason that I've never gotten your name wrong is because I read it first.
Okay.
Probably.
Yeah. No, that's understood. So, speaking of butt chug, a long time ago. When it was the 3 of you guys before video and it was just audio.
Just audio.
I couldn't place whose voice was who.
Oh,
there was it took a long time for me to realize like you are who you are and Matt was Matt and Chris was Chris. And it's like that was an interesting revelation
or like not knowing
40 episodes in.
Yeah. That's crazy. That'd be nuts. Like there's this podcast called we'll get to the beer. Yeah. There's this podcast called, I think it's called Stuff You Should Know or How Things Work, something like that. Yeah. And it's all just like random, like they'll be like one day, how do vaccines work? And the next day they'll be like, how does copper work? Like some random topic, right? And they just talk about the history of that thing. But one of the guys, I couldn't place their faces, but in my mind, there's always like a skinny guy and a fat guy, and one of the fat guy's probably got a beard. If I've never seen him before. But on this particular podcast,
just like the what you'd envision these people to look like.
Yeah, one of the guys' voices sounded just like the voice from the handicapped kid on Breaking Bad.
I know who you're talking about, but I never saw Breaking Bad to its entirety.
Yeah, so just the voice of the kid, not like the inflection that he puts on his words because he's handicapped, but like the voice. So the whole time I'd imagine that this guy on, I think it's How Stuff Works or Stuff You Should Know. Man, I wish I could remember. It doesn't matter. I thought he was that guy.
Huh.
And I just was like convinced that if it wasn't that, he looks like him. Well, he does not.
At the least.
At all. Like, not at all. So it was weird seeing him for the first time. And that was the last time I listened. Because it wasn't him, I was like, I'm done.
Like, I hate this.
I can't imagine this guy's face. I don't like it. I'm done.
No.
I just got busy. Anyway, day 9.
Day 9.
Thanks for having me, by the way.
Yeah.
If you can't tell, it's Stev.
Thank you for being
today.
It's So when I was 17, the Redux.
The Redux.
The part
the
2.
Redux.
Yep. You can't say Boogaloo anymore.
That's not good.
Electric
You
Boogaloo.
can't say that?
I don't know.
Is that word canceled?
Is that like a...
Is Boogaloo canceled? Let us know. I said it, but I'm saying it in the context of education.
I don't know.
Same with you.
Yeah. So I don't know.
No, you're not canceled.
I hope not. Not yet.
Not yet. We'll get canceled.
Wait, that's all right.
Today's beer is Derive Brewing Company's Cheers to 2 Years. It's an Imperial Pastry Stout brewed with Thunder Kiss coffee, toasted coconut, fresh coconut, and Madagascar vanilla. It's brewed in Columbus, Ohio. This beer is 12%.
12%.
It's going to fuck us up.
So it's probably a good thing we did eat before this.
It's probably good that we ate.
Because, I mean, I just have to walk upstairs, but you have to drive a motor vehicle.
Yeah, exactly.
Like operate it, yeah. So
true. We want to crack this thing open? We'll get started here.
Let's get cracking.
We can talk about anything, but let's drink to it. 3, 2, 1. Oh, yeah.
Mine was
Oh,
primed.
yeah. I got a little bit on my hands.
Oh.
I'll just lick it.
No, we got towels. We got
all right.
paper towel.
Gotta lick it before you kick it. Is that how it goes?
You lick it.
Remember that song?
Is that a Sum 41 song?
No. It's like an old like jock jam style song. Like just bad pop.
Is it Yacht Rock?
Is it Yacht Rock? I don't think it's Yacht Rock. What is that from? Yacht Rock. That's from something. Yacht Rock.
I was under the impression that was a genuine
There's a yacht
genre.
There is a genre, but recently I think I was watching a YouTube video or something that yacht rock. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Anyway, let's taste this beer. So these guys,
you
cheers
didn't
to
already?
2 years. Yeah, I did already actually.
Oh, okay, cool. So on the topic of cheers, right?
Cheers.
So congratulations to Derive.
Yeah,
for
congrats.
2 years.
2 years.
That's if 2 years was today. That would have meant that they, obviously it's not, but just for the sake of this
It might be
conversation, if 2 years were today, that would have meant they would have started during the original COVID pandemic.
Yeah.
And
they did
succeeded.
Yeah, they succeeded. So they did start in 2020. I think as like a physical location. Though the website lists them as starting as nomadic brewers in 2015. So they've been doing it for a while. Did it for 5 years. Started the physical location, and they were like I'm guessing these two guys here were like, let's fucking do this.
Partners,
let's be a business together. And they're babies.
And they're man babies.
They're man babies. So they're 2 years old now. So I imagine that as Derive grows or gets older, as they grow hopefully as they get older, they grow. Like any human, a brewery should also grow as they get older.
So similar to Highwire We're 9.
We're 9.
Will there be a
should there be a cheers
in
to
2029? Yeah. Will there be a 9-year-old version of these two?
That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping
like every year there's just a new
same head, maybe a little gray as it goes on, but
on a
bigger body,
aged
9-year-old
body. Yeah, that could be weird.
Well, hopefully they're not like naked.
Yeah, these are diaper babies.
Just a normal kid, like a 9-year-old with clothes on and an adult head. That'd be good. Keep it going. That's what we're saying.
Please. That would be a fun gift.
Keep it going. I like it. We'll talk about the can. We're already talking about the can.
Yeah, please.
But this is so Thunder Kiss Coffee. I'm gonna have to guess is a Columbus coffee house, and it's just double the coconut,
toasted and fresh.
Toasted and fresh.
Which, in my immature taste bud having self, there isn't much of a difference to me.
Well, I honestly don't know. I'm not a coconut expert, but I would think that the toasted coconut would give you the same kind of, it would elicit the same like profile as like raw versus toasted marshmallow.
Okay.
There's just a char to it.
Yeah.
I don't think it makes the taste of the coconut different. I think it just adds
There's just additional char toastiness.
Yeah. And so this is an Imperial
that makes
Stout.
sense.
Imperial Pastry Stout, which means there's going to be sugar in it, right? Pastry. What does the pastry part mean?
I believe.
So in stouts, it's pastry, and in milk stout.
Because there's milk stouts as well.
Milk stout would have milk sugar. Pastry stout, maybe it has pastry sugar. They just squeeze out old pastries.
They just ring out like they just get like
happens.
They bust open the can of Pillsbury Doughboy.
Yep.
And
but where's Phil when you need him? He knows how. He probably knows how this is. Pastry stout.
Call in an audible. He's
I wonder
just
what makes a pastry stout.
Fly in through the ceiling.
Yeah. Maybe it's like breadiness. Maybe it's a certain type of yeast or something.
It's got to be, and again, I haven't the foggiest idea.
So
I'm just grasping at straws here. It's got to be something to do with like the yeast, maybe?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Because yeast in pastry, that's bread.
Right.
So there's got to be some...
I'm guessing it's more of a pastry yeast. It's a dessert
yeast. It's yeastery paste.
Mm-hmm. It's yeastery paste.
Exactly.
So that's what it is. Now, cheers to 2 years. I don't know if that name comes from anywhere, but I know that we talked about music earlier.
Yes.
There's a band called Mayday Parade. They're a pop punk band. They released their first album was 3 Cheers to 5 Years. And I'm wondering, based on the look, I don't know so much about this guy, but this other guy with the backwards
with the backwards flat bill,
snapback flat bill hat, the tattoo sleeves, probably.
This dude loves Mayday Parade.
He loves Mayday Parade. You can see it on his face. He definitely is like an old school Mayday Parade fan. Probably this name of this beer was like about Mayday Parade.
100%.
I think it's a Mayday Parade thing. Hey,
damn, that's
nothing wrong. They're a cool band, man. I've seen them. I saw them at Warped Tour back when Warped Tour was still going on. I love Warped Tour. And they played. It's like it'll be like Mayday Parade, and then right after them on the other main stage, because that was 2 main stages next to each other, there'll be like Thrice, and then next to them it'll be like All Time Low, like some real poppy pop punk band, and then next to them it'd be like some crazy
like Cradle of Filth.
The Horizon, Cradle of Filth or something. And it's like, what the fuck is happening with
who
this mix?
put
like,
this set list together?
And then like they all are cool with each other. You think that
they're all
hate each other.
Yeah.
But like I went to a Warped Tour once, and to me Alkaline Trio was always kind of like not pop punk, but they did like a joint set with Yellow Card once at Warped Tour, and I was like, these two don't seem to mix, but I guess they're cool friends. And now obviously we know that the singer was in Blink-182 for a while.
They were homies, yeah.
Anyway, this is a detour.
That's all right.
Warped Tour,
music tour.
Music tour. We're on tour right now, if you didn't know. So, cheers for 2 years. Derive Brewing Company. Let's get into it. You got any thoughts? Early thoughts.
Early thoughts. I can't tell if it's the toastiness of the coconut, but I'm getting a very Starbucks-esque burnt coffee.
Yeah. There's a char here.
Like lingering taste.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
It's really good.
Yeah.
I think it could be a little bit warmer, so you might see me doing this.
Probably. It could probably be a little bit warmer.
Either way,
I think the temperature mine's at is right. You took yours right out of the fridge just now?
I did.
Yeah. Mine's been on the table for
before we got So
here's what I think about. No music today. Do you play that music in the background, or do you put it in post production?
No, that's in the background. That's just So behind the scenes upstairs in my office, where you see that it's all done, it's a 2-monitor situation. Webcam is on the one. Second monitor has just DMCA free music, or copyright free music. That way that doesn't get if you screwed or demonetized.
Weren't a fan of the show until recently, or you didn't know about it until recently, you go back and listen to the old Butt Chug episodes. We do Busch Light commercials, and I used to get some of that free music to put in the background. That's so awesome. Those Busch Light commercials are fucking awesome, and I wish we'd remember to do them. Yeah. But after we did so many, they felt forced. Because we were like, who's got one today?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I didn't.
And then it becomes a chore.
And it's like, I didn't do it. And then one person's doing it more than everyone else.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I think
we should do it again.
In the first 100 episodes, probably the most memorable one is the tornado episode.
The tornado
like the
episode.
Memorial Day tornado episodes with the with the unexpected dubstep breakdown.
Oh, the dubstep.
With the
the dubstep was when I thought the dubstep was when we went to.
I could be completely making that up.
We went to Dr. Um's and he had the this has to be an Instagram.
You know what? You're right.
Like
I just lied to you.
Countertop keg thing, and it would be like, brrr, and the only thing I could think of when I was listening back to the keg, I was like, damn, this sounds just like dubstep. So I made it.
Wow,
that was a lot of fun. To make
fucked that up.
It took a long time to make that. But the Memorial episode, it probably was in that because when the tornado hit Dayton, we did not do a podcast.
You guys want, because
like Matt's shit was all fucked up, and I don't think Chris could get through one of the roads that needed. Like we needed to get down Fairfield Commons, and we couldn't.
That's insane.
And I was just like, I'll just put together something. An episode of like our greatest hits or something, and it took me hours to do that stupid thing, but it wound up being pretty good. I think.
I think so.
Yeah, so that
I remember.
So it probably was the dubstep thing. Probably was in there, which is why
awesome.
You remember it as that. That's pretty funny. Yeah.
I don't know.
How did we get there? I don't remember. What were we talking about before that?
I apologize.
No. This is how it goes.
I totally derailed.
This dude totally loves Mayday Parade, and that's not a knock. Like, I'm cool with Mayday Parade, man.
I'm hip to Mayday Parade.
But this other guy, I'm not sure. We'll talk about that.
All right. So out of the two of these people, right?
Yeah.
Who do you think does what?
Like in the brewing process?
Like at Derive. Because in my mind there is an obvious.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to insult these guys.
No, not like a disrespectful way.
I think that the guy with the beard, this is gonna be disrespectful no matter how I speak.
All the respect.
Because I got like really strong opinions about business and how like I think a lot of business positions are bullshit. Like I think there's people being paid for jobs that aren't necessary. Like my company's really small, and so like the technical people also do a lot of the management tasks that you would see at a bigger company as its own role.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. As a guy who works for very corporate bank, I can say, I'm not going to dox myself by saying that, hopefully.
I mean, I'll visit every bank until I find you. Now that I know it's a bank.
Don't.
Now that I know it's a bank, that limits it to only like 3 million.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's like a gajillion of them. I would say I'd say like my job could be done, like run with about 60% of the people that are daily in a...
Any big corporation, that's going to be the case.
It's like...
But also sometimes there's teams where the talent kind of leans heavily in one direction. Now, I'm not saying that's the case with Derive. I don't know shit about Derive, so don't take this personally.
Yeah, please.
But I think that the guy with the hat, I think that he's like, he does a lot of the management. He does like ordering. He does like the building stuff. Like, okay, we need today we're gonna clean the whatever.
Clean the tanks.
Clean the tanks, and we're gonna all the tap hoses and stuff. And he keeps things orderly, scheduled, He also runs the Instagram account. But the guy with the glasses, he brews beer.
That dude is brewing the beer.
He's brewing the beer. He's a fucking genius. He's the guy who's like, he pulls the other guy over with the hat. He's like, dude, check this out. Toasted malts and non-toasted malts. It's gonna fucking be great.
This guy has the Einstein like cracked out hair. This dude is smarter than.
When they told him that they were gonna do this art, here's his response. All right.
Yeah.
That was it. He doesn't give a fuck.
He's like,
I got this toasted.
There's a photo out of his wallet of just like a baby him.
Yeah. Like they were like, we're gonna do this really cool like 2-year thing. We're gonna grow, and then maybe like year 3, 4, 5, we're gonna keep growing. He's like, fine. I have this coconut idea that you guys are gonna love. Like he doesn't care about.
We're gonna talk about the beer again.
Yeah. That's why I think that relationship works.
That's exactly what I I was like,
sweet.
This dude is in charge of
like all the shit the other guy doesn't want to think about.
What he doesn't, and this is just like, I'm just gonna be mad scientist beer man.
It could be. Do you think there's any chance it's opposite, or any chance? I mean, we're probably wrong.
I'm gonna say, like, if I were a betting man, I'd say there's like a 70% chance I'm wrong.
No way. I don't know. It's like there's
just because
there's
just like the absurdity of it.
There's just signs here, like I don't think that the guy who we're saying is the brewer.
I think it's the goatee.
He doesn't give a fuck about his hair.
No.
But the guy with the hat, like, he has the sides shaved. Like, this guy keeps himself cleaned up. Right. The beard is groomed. He probably buys, like, beard oils and stuff. He combs it, maybe.
Okay.
It's well done. Like, he's got lines and stuff. Like, when I grow my beard out, I will forget the cheeks for, like, a week, and I'll be like, oh, fuck, I need to shave my cheeks because I have business meetings.
Look like a homeless person today.
Yeah, like, stupid. He's got it all cleaned up. Like his eyebrows are way too clean. That's the one thing that's throwing me off about him.
But do you think that's because
it's a drawing?
The artwork, or is this like, this is a spitting image of this man?
If it is, like, he's probably a good looking dude. Yeah, I don't know. Like, he has the signs are there.
I need to know. And
I'm not saying he doesn't know shit about beer. He probably knows a lot about beer. Way more than me.
Certainly way more than I do.
I'm just saying that, like, his role at the brewery, like, he probably runs 90% of the business.
He's doing the books. He's doing the record keeping.
Yeah. Like, he's got an important job.
But
I think the other guy's the brewer.
Look, I had to take a...
Do you think it's on the website?
I pray.
It's got to be.
North High Street. Shout out. They have food. Looks like pizza.
Oh, they got pizza?
Boom.
That's pizza.
That with just tomato slices on it, I dislike that.
Mm-hmm. It's bold.
That's a...
Gordon Ramsay actually...
It's a stylistic choice.
Has a thing that he believes that if you cook with tomatoes... Oh, is that the guy? No way are these the guys.
That's backwards snapback beard man.
If you showed me him... I'm thinking...
And that's...
If you show me the guys on the website, I have different opinions.
Who's that guy?
See, I think that guy...
That
is the bar manager for sure.
It's just headshots.
Like, you could see it. This is weird.
That guy looks like the kitchen manager.
I'm going to be honest with you. If this guy... Like, we got to find the arm sleeves. Because if... I want to know who the
that guy looks like the chef, 100%.
Yeah.
Like every guy.
Some of these people look like the roles that they should fill, but that guy does not. If that's this guy, then I take back everything I said, because the picture of who I think that this guy is, he looks like a brewer. So it's this drawing where it's like he's. Damn, dude.
See, it's hard to tell because.
He's got a gray beard in that picture.
He's got a gray beard.
He's got a backwards hat, though.
But the baby has, like, tattoo up to here. And I would expect that to... I'm overanalyzing this. And
well, I feel like now that we've seen that, it's offensive what we've said. Because that guy clearly looks like a brewer. What about the guy with the curly hair?
Definitely.
Like, what's his job, though, like, in real?
Owner/brewer.
I feel, so that's who these guys are.
100%.
We fucked up on the guy with the backwards hat, but in all honesty,
Luke and Peter and Mike, because he's also an owner.
They all could be that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they all could be that guy. Mike. Okay, so who is this guy? We don't know.
Right. Unnamed baby man.
Unnamed baby man. And I'm not knocking I like the tattoos. That's cool.
I think the art's hilarious.
I don't necessarily wear backwards snapback hats. This is not my style.
I don't anymore.
I wish I could pull it off. Like, some people just look good in it. I also feel like these drawings, they captured the, like, baby fat element. And I was not expecting him to be as thin. This guy to be as thin as he was.
They're like shockingly
other picture.
Well done baby. Like they have to have been like a real baby as reference. I hope
they had like the picture of them and a baby, a picture
just
of
a baby,
a generic baby. Probably
somebody got like the free trial of Photoshop.
Mm-hmm.
Took their face.
I mean, I love this can art. Let's be
I think
honest.
it's hilarious.
This is what can art's all about. One, if you saw this can art in the store, you're gonna buy this beer because the can art is phenomenal. Unless you have like some creepy thing about babies, which that's on you. Like, if you have a creepy thing about babies, that's on you. I personally don't enjoy holding babies, but it's not because it's a creepy thing.
Babies stress me out.
They stress me out. Like, you're a baby, your life is fragile, and you have all of it ahead of you. Like, almost none of your life is behind you yet.
No. Minutes.
I'm just a guy who, like, exists in this world. It shouldn't be in my control of whether you have a fucked up life or not. I don't want to drop this baby.
Reconsider. Yeah.
So I don't really hold babies.
Luckily,
don't hand me your baby.
Maybe, luckily, maybe not. I don't have a lot of... I'm not in the area of a lot of young babies. I have nieces and I have a niece and a nephew, plural of that, but they are toddlers now. What kind? How? One's 5, and the other one's
5. I don't think it's
3,
a toddler
2,
anymore.
3.
5. They're basically.
She's
like
in
a grown
kindergarten,
adult.
right? Yeah, she pays taxes.
Yeah, right. With the other one, I think toddler's like 2 to 3.
Okay, so I get. I mean, but he's like, he's mobile, right? So like, I don't have to carry this baby around.
It's barely a baby. I'm talking like newborn baby.
Right, like fresh
soft
ones,
heads and stuff.
like squishy.
Yeah. I don't want to hold your baby.
I don't trust myself enough. I'll poke that soft spot.
I won't poke it. I fear that. Like,
man, that's fucked up.
It seems. I fear that soft spot. But like, I obviously love my kids, but I was really anticipating
they were babies.
The like 4 to an older age.
Right.
Than the baby years. Like, babies, they're cool, and everyone likes their own babies, obviously.
Right. But they're freeloaders.
But like, they're babies.
Yeah. It
babies
seems like a lot of work.
Like, interesting to me. Some people love babies. Some people are like, oh, what a cute baby. And yeah, there's cute babies, but let's be honest, not all babies are cute. We gotta stop lying about babies.
Stop lying
babies being cute. Some babies are ugly.
You spent 9 months, and that baby is ugly.
Some babies are ugly, and they grow up to be great looking.
Right.
Some babies are really good looking, and they grow up to be ugly.
Yeah. And
some babies look good when they're young and old, but are assholes.
Yeah. And some babies look like the toe people from Spy Kids.
I never saw that. I don't know who the toe people are, but they sound hideous.
It's the Spy Kids, which is a movie, a series of movies. Actually,
there was one in 3D. I remember.
I do recall this. One of the villains, his like henchmen or like lackeys, more or less, are thumb people.
Thumb people.
So their head is a thumb, their arms are thumbs, and their legs are thumbs.
What are their thumbs?
They don't have them.
They don't have thumbs.
It's
everything
just
else is
thumbs, appendages, and
right.
and.
I did not know that Spy Kids went in that direction.
Dude,
I thought it was more like a realistic thing. They're just thumb people.
It's out there. That movie is a fever dream. Like, looking back on it.
Yeah, that sounds like it. Thumbs. Fever dreams.
The early 2000s was weird as a child.
Yeah.
But that's what my therapist hears about. You don't need to...
That's fine.
You don't need to hear about that.
The early 2000s were my prime. Yeah. So I no longer think that if this guy is the top guy in the picture, he probably also doesn't listen to Mayday Parade. I think he probably listens to like Dave Matthews Band, based on that picture.
That dude listens to Dave Matthews Band.
Yeah. This guy,
this dude listens to jam bands.
Jam bands are like, probably Fish.
Yeah.
Probably Fish.
Like Papadozio.
He went the other direction and listens to like, I don't even know how it's described. It's like funky hip hop, like Jamiroquai.
Okay.
Like
A$AP rock?
Not hip hop rap. Like, well, I mean it's rap, but it's like hip hop. It's like hip hop.
Okay.
Like
Outkast?
I think Outkast is even too rappy. I'm talking like hipster hip hop.
Okay.
What would that be? That'd be like
oh hell.
Jamiroquai is the only way I can describe it. Like if the guy from If the guy that never says anything from the group Black Eyed Peas, the lighter skinned guy with long hair.
I know who you're talking about, yeah.
I don't think he's ever spoken a word in his life, but if he's his music would be like hipster hip hop.
Just like spoken word, slam.
Yeah, like real poetic.
Yeah.
But like really hitting like those
like lyrical,
like slam poetry.
Spiritual.
Yeah, exactly. Like slam poetry, like you hit the rhymes like you know like with a hammer.
Some really enunciated.
Yeah.
It's like
that's basically
my heart is bleeding. I am bleeding.
Yes, that's exactly what I think that guy in Black Eyed Peas who never speaks. That's what he would do if he had his own solo album. And that's what this guy would listen to if it's not jam bands. So it's probably jam bands.
It's got to be jam. The reasonable option is jam bands.
Yeah, and the other guy listens to Dave Matthews.
Yeah,
I don't know. The tattoos make it.
I kind of feel like I was played. Like I got catfished.
Yeah, I know the tattoos make it maybe not Dave Matthews. Like maybe that guy's like, God, what could he represent? Look, let's see. What are these tattoos?
What demographic do you fit?
Oh, you can't barely tell.
Is that an octopus? Kind of a flower situation.
Oh, he's got like a old man tattoo.
There's like it looks like a captain, old timey captain, maybe.
Yeah, old timey captain. So maybe he probably listens to Dave Matthews Band. He probably, I bet you, he has like a first edition Moby Dick or something.
He's a real big fan of that. Like, what's that? Robert Pattinson and God, I'm terrible with actors' names, so I'm sorry. But he played the Green Goblin.
William Dafoe.
William, yeah. So that movie where they're like Lighthouse, it's like a black and white movie. It came out like 5 years ago.
Man, you think that guy's into that? Definitely. I mean, I'll be honest. We've talked a lot about this guy, and we've probably said nothing good about him, unless he really does.
Yeah, we've just been like mean to these people.
You kind of open yourself up to it when you put it on there. But it's not our. You could do the.
It's in love.
You could do a show on your channel about us.
Please, a reactionary.
What do you think we're into?
Dudes.
That's maybe that's what you think we're into. That's all right. I can't even read that. What does that say?
This shirt is for a band called Angel Maker.
Okay. It's there. I can see it.
And there's an A. Yeah, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
They're...
No, it's cool. You can go over all the letters if you want. Yeah. A-N. Yeah, based on I don't know. Let's stop. Pink cake with a 2 candle. Those number candles are cool. At least they got that. And the logo is pretty cool. It's interesting. It's like a head.
It's like a... And please tell me if you're seeing this differently. I'm seeing this as like a monkey and then Homo erectus. And
like
then
evolution.
Yeah.
So like derive, like we are derived from.
Possibly. 2 years ago. Maybe
We're
that's really overthinking it.
From monkeys. Okay.
Monkey bear.
It could be. That could be it. It kind of does look like that, though. You're kind of right.
Just the slope on the head is what kind of...
The slope on the head, yeah.
But...
That's interesting.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. So, I mean, that's the can opener segment. I didn't even open it. I didn't close it. That's the can opener segment.
That's it.
If you're from Derive and you're one of these guys we've talked about, here's the thing that you just stumbled onto, which you probably have never watched our show before. We do a segment called the Can Art Boner segment, which literally we describe can art because somebody's putting time into this and effort into it. So we feel like maybe we should talk about it.
Boom.
So we do.
Just throw it up.
And it's always sponsored by whoever gave us our last beer free. So we have people who donate beer to the show. And they're always this. You've been the sponsor many times.
Yeah.
And they're the sponsor, but also it's sponsored by, for the Advent calendar, Barrel House in Dayton. We're out of Dayton, by the way.
Shout.
If you're from Derive and you're watching, or if you're just from anywhere,
I'll tag them in.
Yeah, we're gonna tag them because we talk a lot about it.
Like, hey, love you, kisses.
Yeah, don't hate,
please.
We don't mean anything negative by our comments. Just that you probably listen to Dave Matthews.
You could easily make fun of me just as much.
Definitely.
And it wasn't even making fun. It was all in love.
I'll even say that you could come on the show with us and
just make fun of me.
Say bad things. Like, what you could say what we said about you to us, and It'll be fun.
And it'd be cool because
it'd be awesome. Like, what do you think?
It'd be like a neat
we
experience.
do? I don't brew beer, so at least we could guess that,
Just a
and
guy.
we'd be at least half right.
I wouldn't have guessed that about you.
You wouldn't have guessed that I don't brew beer? I'd love to learn.
That's a double negative.
I'd love to learn.
I have that beer brewing kit in there, and it's. I'm
we
waiting
could
for
brew
our
some
time.
beer.
Yeah,
You waiting?
I've been waiting.
Sweet. All right. Let's talk about
What
this
do you
beer
think about
now.
this beer? Yeah, please.
I'll give some thoughts. Let me see. What's my score?
Fuck me.
I want to get it in my mind. Okay. This beer is better than...
It's dork.
I'm going to go ahead and assume that Matt hates this beer. I haven't watched this video yet. I think he hates coconut.
Without a doubt, he's going to dislike it.
He is very firm on what he... So I'm not even saying like what he thinks shouldn't be in beer. Like what Matt says shouldn't be in beer. He's not saying he thinks it shouldn't be in beer. He says it doesn't belong in beer. Whatever it is, orange, coconut,
Kiwi, right?
etc. It doesn't belong in beer. He doesn't
Would you like a glass?
offer. I'm good.
Yeah.
He doesn't offer like an opinion about it. He's just saying matter of factly. So I'm gonna guess he doesn't like this. Now, the coffee is there, bitter, burned coffee bean, and that's I think part of what they're going for. The coconut's definitely there. Can I say that's fresh versus toasted? I don't think so. Because the toastedness of this beer, the malts, the coffee bean, the coconut, it's just toasted. This beer is toasted.
Yeah. And roasted.
Probably. Madagascar vanilla. I wish that there was more vanilla. I think vanilla is a great flavor.
There isn't a lot of sweetness. Personally.
It's not it is a smooth beer though. If you like coffee stouts, I think that this beer is going to be an excellent choice. It is the coconut. I wish I could really I just think that like having the two coconuts in there is something interesting. It's not often that you see the same ingredient twice.
Like double
But I wish that I was
listed in a way.
able to determine what each thing was doing. I think that like the fresh coconut might give it like a sweetness, gives it like, but there's no sweetness in this beer.
Yeah.
It's lacking in that area, and maybe not lacking because they may not have wanted that. It's hard to tell. The first sip was the best sip.
I would say
Surprising.
Yeah.
This stout is probably better cold. Now that mine's warmed up,
as it's
I
warmed
think
up,
I
agree.
I think it was better
I would
cold.
agree.
And I think that the first sip was... I'm going to score it based on like the first 3 sips. Because now I'm not as into it.
Right.
But I think it's warm. And it just should be cold. Drink this beer cold. I
Put an ice cube in it.
do like this beer, but what would my score be? Because I'm not like into it in a way that I would go out and buy more of it. But I am into it in a way that I will go, like if I see another Derive beer, which I think we actually have another Derive beer on the advent calendar. I'm not sure.
Yeah. I know we have a handful of Bissell Bros.
Yeah. If I see another Derive beer, I'm going to buy it.
I would.
I think they're doing something.
They're doing it well.
They're talented, obviously.
Doing it and doing it
And I like the idea of putting the same ingredient in there 2 different ways. I want the Madagascar vanilla to peak a little bit more, stick out, give this thing that vanilla pizzazz. Damn, it's hard to score this beer.
It's tough. I've probably gone between about 3 scores myself.
Let me get one more sip.
But I have 1 swig left. I don't know how far you're in.
I have more than 1 swig left. I'm not enjoying it anymore. I'll be honest.
I was enjoying it a lot.
I was when it was cold,
and we were chit chatting.
When it was cold, I was like, "Fuck yeah, this beer's good." I'm gonna
of...
give it a 4.0 because I did enjoy it. But warm, this beer is not very good. But I think you could say that about a lot of beer, which I don't think it'd be fair to grade on. So I'm at a 4. Though I probably wouldn't buy this again. I do think it's good. It's just not my thing. But you like dark beer.
I think it's really good.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with a lot of the points that you've said, especially with the coconut, the double whammy coconut.
Mm-hmm.
Originally, I thought they were kind of shooting for like a macaroon thing.
I didn't think macaroon.
With the coffee in there, I think the coffee really overpowers it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And
the coffee is the base of this beer,
maybe I was mistaken for that. A macaroon beer would be probably pretty fucking good.
Hell yeah.
Which, not to be confused with a macaron, because those are the little sandwiches.
Oh, it is?
Mm-hmm.
What's a macaroon?
A macaroon is the like ball of coconut with the chocolate. So like a Buckeye.
Oh. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought a macaroon...
They're spelled the same.
Oh, they are? I thought a macaroon was a sandwich.
Is the sandwich. That's very French. Like, it's almond flour with the stuff, and they're really good.
Hell yeah, they're good.
But a macaroon is the like coconut ball with the chocolatey.
Yeah.
Either way.
Like a Ferrero Rocher kind of thing?
A little bit.
But for coconut.
Yeah. It's so more or less, it's like shaved coconut, sweetened condensed milk, just like chocolate.
All right.
And then you just like let it cool.
All right.
And then you eat it.
Sweet.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
I think they're awesome. But that, again, that's besides the point.
Yeah.
I think this is real. I think it's great. Mm-hmm. I think it's too coffee, and I don't get enough of the other 2 flavors. 3, technically, maybe, if you want to count 2.5.
Yeah.
Is that fair?
Yeah.
12%. It goes down really easily.
You don't get the coconut though.
I get that, like. The thing about coconut, it's like that kind of just like, it's not woody, but it's just got that like
nutty
chew to it almost. Is that silly?
It's hard to describe the flavor of a coconut, right? But it is distinct
because there's also coconut milk. Mm-hmm. Like, do you think that'd go like well in beer?
No, coconut milk will make you shit your pants. Like right away. Coconut milk
straight
right through
brown town.
Have you ever had sugar-free chocolate?
Yeah.
That's made with coconut milk. And that shit will make you shit. Like,
have you ever had like sugar-free like Haribo gummy bears?
That's what I think they're made with, like the same thing. It's like the same thing. I remember I did keto because I was an idiot for a while, and like I had these sugar-free.
It can be good for you.
Oh yeah, it can work. It worked for me.
Yeah.
But it's miserable.
Because you're swole.
You live a life of like fucking misery. I realize that diets are depressing.
They're supposed to be something that you do like seasonally, not like for the rest of your life.
What if 2 weeks into a diet that I hate, I die? I spent the last 2 weeks of my life fucking eating horrible shit I didn't want.
So the same thing.
Like I don't want to eat like a fucking idiot and a pig and get fat, but I don't want to miss out. I don't want to make decisions about my enjoyment in life because maybe I just supplement it with like I don't know a workout.
That sounds like I don't ever want to have a 6-pack. Like I enjoy working out, but at the same time, it's like I like eating. Like ice cream by the carton.
I love ice cream.
Like ice cream is truly my weakness.
There's no doubt about it. Ice cream is the best dessert.
100%. Like,
anyone who says cake, pie, whatever, fuck you.
Ice cream is the number one, seconded only by pie. I fuck with pie a lot, but ice cream is always the go-to.
But pie's polarizing because fruit pie, cream pie,
or die. I'm sorry.
Or die pie. Death pie. or Pie Day.
Cream pie or die.
Cream pie. I don't know about that. But I don't think people feel the way that they feel about like.
Some
People don't feel about French silk pie the way they feel about cherry pie.
Very strongly about specific. Yeah.
And then they'll be like fuck cake.
Die hard like cake versus it's like a Coke versus Pepsi situation. Peppy.
Mm-hmm. Coke versus Peppy.
Cake versus pipey.
Cake versus pie, I think, is an interesting argument, but I think that even within pie, you're not. I think when people are having the argument cake versus pie, they're only thinking about fruit pies.
Right.
I don't think they're thinking about lemon meringue or French silk or coconut cream.
Sugar cream pie.
Sugar cream. Is there sugar cream?
Yeah.
Never heard of that.
Yeah, buddy.
That sounds like sweet.
Oh, it's so good.
I'll have to try it. Does Mahaffey's have that?
Huh?
Mahaffey's, do they sell that?
I don't know.
Should check it out.
I have to. So I just finished this, right?
I see it.
I'm going to give this a 4.0.
There it is.
I want to enjoy this more.
Mm-hmm.
It was very easy to enjoy this, obviously. This part of the beer was a 5.
Excellent.
Straight up.
It was really good.
If there was a way that I could have kept this whole beer at 38 degrees, right?
Yeah.
It would have probably been a higher score.
Mm-hmm.
But I just
4.0.
4.00.
Wow. That's
Went to the 100th.
Yeah, that's a good score. That's the score I gave it as well. 2 4s. First Derive.
It's thick.
It is thick. When I cracked it and it got all over my hands, like it was dark. It like left a stain on my hands for a while. There it is.
Boom.
It's evidence. I'll say that like when it was cold, the booze was hidden.
Yeah.
As it warmed up, the booze showed itself.
Kind of came out.
Now, if you watched yesterday's episode with me and Phil, he has very strong opinions on booziness,
exhalation of booze.
I'm interested to see how everyone on.
I'd like to hear some. I'd like to hear. I think a lot of people. I think Matt and Mikey, or Mike. Can I call him Mikey?
Sure.
Are we cool like that?
Yeah.
I hope so. I think they've already got their episode, but I'm behind. Mm-hmm. I think I told you that earlier. I'm behind.
Mm-hmm. It's hard to keep. It's hard to watch all of them, especially when I keep putting out these long ass videos.
Yeah, you're bringing out documentaries,
uh-huh.
and you can't fault you for that.
Hey, good conversation.
Exactly. I'm sure this will be a lengthy video.
This will be the most watched video of all time.
Boom.
We're gonna beat
drop the mic.
Gangnam Style. We'll have 2 billion views.
That's awesome.
People will be talking about these babies.
This will be
like forever.
Yeah, this one's for the record.
We're gonna hear our own quotes of ourselves.
Right.
This episode.
There's gonna be a GIF made in a reactionary format of us.
I hope not. I don't want to be in a GIF.
I kind of do, but only if I could capitalize on it.
How would you do that? You can't. GIFs are free.
Damn it.
You'd have to put an
Is
ad
it GIF
in.
or GIF?
It's GIF.
It's GIF.
Whoever says
if you
GIF
call it
is
GIF,
a fucking
fuck
idiot.
you. Yeah,
those are the same. Those are the people that we don't make this podcast for. We make the podcast for non-pretentious people. If you say GIF because some fucking loser told you it's GIF and you were like, yeah, it is.
The creator.
I believe it. Well, he's wrong. Because it stands for graphics interchange format, not giraffics interchange format. Being dead doesn't make you right.
True.
He's wrong.
Super valid. Yeah.
He's also past, but he's also wrong. Yeah. It's not giraffics interchange format. It's graphics interchange format. It's GIF. GIF. Why GIF? Why would that ever be the case?
I stand with that argument.
What was
I've just always called it GIF.
Yeah, you said GIF originally. Yeah, okay. So Just making sure I'm not stomping on your...
No, you're good.
Yeah, it's GIF. I've always said GIF. It's always going to be GIF. I don't care. I'll die on that hill, for sure.
That's probably, like, that's one of the lowest things that I would argue about in excess.
Mm-hmm.
But I love art.
It does.
I love
people
arguing.
have strong opinions about that.
Yeah.
GIF or GIF thing.
But it's GIF. Straight
It's
up.
GIF because...
And your opinion's wrong if you think otherwise.
Yeah. Like, if it was a giraffe...
Giraffe.
Then it would be GIF.
But it's a GIF.
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
Just like NFTs, they're giraffes.
I thought they were monkeys.
Monkeys. Some of them might be giraffes. I don't know.
Is there? Yeah. What's a? It can be anything you want it to be.
I don't know why I thought that. I just screwed up. Let's cut. Oh, yeah. We don't cut.
We're gonna edit this part.
We'll edit it out. No one will see that I made that mistake. I obviously don't own it.
Pro-production.
Pro-production. Post-production.
Post.
Yeah.
Post Malone. Boom.
Mm-hmm. You think Post Malone drinks craft beer?
100%.
Yeah?
That dude is just a rich redneck.
I don't think he drinks craft beer.
That dude probably brushes his teeth with Bud Light.
Bud Light, maybe.
I don't listen to his music, but as a person, Post Malone seems like a cool guy.
Yeah, I like Post. I'm not making fun of him. I mean, he's got face tattoos, which is a choice.
He looks like the back desk in a high school classroom.
Mm-hmm.
Just
right, yeah.
Just graffiti.
I saw
no offense to
a meme earlier that was like just today that it was like 2001 and it was people drawing like penises on a guy's face who passed out and it was like 2021 Post Malone basically.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
You know, it was funny. It's the same picture.
There was a time when I was a younger man where I considered getting a head tattoo.
Yeah. The
idea is still there. Don't get me wrong, but I've just thankfully my wife has talked me out of it.
Yeah, that's good. I've thought about neck tattoos. I think neck tattoos look cool.
Right. That's how I feel. Like I hand tattoos.
Yeah. The problem with neck tattoos is you can't get fat. Neck tattoos only work if you're buff.
Like you're committed to
if you're healthy
life, which
I think that's just my opinion.
Yeah.
Of course, like if you're fat and have neck tattoos, fine, whatever.
Hell yeah.
But I think you got to be fit and head tattoos. That sounds painful. Face tattoos. As someone who's had tattoos that have been covered up, I won't get a face tattoo.
I don't think I could do face. I don't know if there's something that I could commit to having on my face for the rest of my life.
Yeah, what would it be?
I don't know.
Beer glass? A pint glass?
A little pint glass right here.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. I murdered somebody in the brewer's
school. Yeah, brewery prison. Yeah.
I don't know if it's all. Of course, I guess I have a handful of tattoos, but it's like even the ones that I have, there are ones that I don't like as much as I like other ones. Mm-hmm. But it's like there is not one thing that I could commit to. Be like, yeah, till the day I die, I want this on my face.
On your face, yeah.
Aside from what's like already here, you know.
That's the thing about Post Malone is you don't see the tattoo. Like I don't see the tattoos on his face. I see Post Malone. He's got a unique look.
Right. He's
like I just see his face
dude.
That has tattoos on it that in my mind are just blurry blobs of black.
It's just ink. He looks like somebody's like flash art.
Yeah, but like if you had one because you're not famous yet, people would look at it and be like, "Why do you have that?"
I seen a guy recently. Excuse me, grammatically correct. He had the University of Dayton logo, like right here, about that size, probably.
Dang.
We're in Dayton.
Yeah, so he's probably repping Dayton. I don't know.
I'm not a huge sports guy, so like. That is a fucking commitment. Like that is a huge commitment in my opinion.
I don't think he likes sports. I think he's repping.
He's throwing it up.
Like that's his symbology for Dayton.
He's throwing his D up.
Yeah, he's throwing his D up. Like, yeah. Like if you live in Detroit, you can get like a Chrysler logo.
Is that?
I don't know.
Is that the end all be all for Detroit?
What is like the symbol for Dayton? UD.
Yeah.
It's gotta be.
More or less,
or,
right?
Maybe like an airplane or something.
Yeah, like a biplane?
Anyway. I don't know.
Yeah.
All I know is we can't get face tattoos.
I'm simultaneously not pretty enough and too pretty to get a face tattoo.
Yeah, I'm too old.
I don't know.
People would not like it. It's not worth the conversation.
No.
Yeah, I don't want to have to. Oh, why do you have that?
I don't think either of I don't think the handful of tattoo artists that I've gone to previously would do it to me or for me.
What I think would be cool is if I got my face, like a photorealistic picture of my face right here.
That'd be nuts.
And it'd be like, boom, 2 faces. The same face, though.
But keep your beard.
So it's
like
the hair.
The top of your head is
your... Yeah, that's a good idea. I might actually follow through on this one. Get my own face on my neck. Coming soon. I don't know if I want to sit. My tolerance is going much lower.
So
for sitting.
When I got my stomach tattooed, there were real tears. There were points, so it's like it was just laying down, but I was like gripping the underside of the table.
Yeah, the table. Yeah.
It was like white knuckles, just.
Yeah, I had started a second rib piece. These ribs are done. These ribs are not done. They're done halfway. And they're not probably going to get done ever.
I don't know if
I just don't think I could sit through it anymore. I'm getting too old.
I'm committed. I'm committed to doing the rest of this. But I don't know why I did it to myself. Why I chose to hurt
myself. That's the thing. Yeah,
I'm paying this really nice guy to hurt me. Artistically.
Yeah, before COVID, I had this ambition to get my upper body done under the shirt, the whole thing, and I'm up to the shoulders now, and I got both ribs almost completely done, but that's it. Like the whole middle part of my back and front are totally empty, and that's it. I'm not gonna do that. I wanted to have like a full thing going on. I'm not doing that anymore.
When I hit the lottery, that was going to be my thing. I wanted to be down.
You want a full shirt,
but
it's not happening for me.
I can't.
You can still do it.
Don't get me wrong. I can't afford it.
Tattoos are expensive.
I'm broke.
And if they're not expensive, you should leave. You should leave that place.
You pay for what you get.
Yeah, you do.
You get what you pay for.
You do. I'm not saying you shouldn't seek out value.
Right.
But
do your research.
Tattoos?
Yeah, choose the expensive one.
Choose the expensive one.
Go top shelf. Back to
shelf.
Back to alcohol.
Beer. I mean, I don't have anything else to say about this beer. I give it a 4.0 and it's warm now.
I wanted it to be better.
I like the coconut.
I want all beers to be better.
Made this beer unique. Coconut coffee. That could be good. I think that next year maybe mix it up a little. You could do a stout like this, a real thick dark stout.
Cheers.
Maybe try like a fruit.
3. Do like
Winans has the strawberry shortcake coffee. And that
so
shit
good.
Is so fucking good. It is
so
like
good.
Unattainable.
They have a blueberry coffee too.
Yeah, the blueberry.
That one's dynamite.
It's the main blueberry, I think it's called. It's so good. And I think you guys should team with Winans and do that.
From Columbus.
Blueberry or strawberry shortcake.
They're already collabing with Thunder Kiss coffee, but...
Well, if Thunder Kiss has cool fruit coffees...
Get with it.
Do it. If they don't... Hey, sorry, Thunder Kiss.
Hit up Winans.
You're about to get Winans. That's it?
Yeah.
I think that's it, probably.
I believe so.
You think that's it? I don't have anything else to say about this beer.
I've had a great time.
Now that we've insulted the Derive brewers...
Yeah, we spent the first 15 minutes
apologize for that.
Yeah.
Long video, Matt's going to love it. He loves the long ones.
They all do.
Yeah, they all do. Matt is so stoked on me posting 50-minute videos because we're basically adding more podcasts, full length podcasts to what's the upload time? Well,
at least as long as the video. I have noticed.
So it takes fucking forever. But I have just recently upgraded to fiber.
So you got the Gucci.
So I have upload speeds and download speeds are identical, and we have fast. The speeds that we pay for actually go beyond what my network is capable of giving me.
So your router.
I need to upgrade my hardware.
Holy shit!
Which is nuts because I bought top of the line shit. I thought. Anyway,
that's a
it's very. I have a lot of first world problems, and that's not a brag. That is a problem. It
is what it is.
You've seen the layout of my house. There are places I go where the internet is terrible. In just my house.
Yeah.
And I have a mesh network.
Well, you've got 3 zip codes in your house.
Right. So, if I go in the kitchen, the upload's pretty quick.
Okay.
But if I'm in the living room, oh no.
Different situation.
I think it takes longer than the video.
Wow.
And we talked about torrents earlier, and at the age I was when I downloaded torrents, because I no longer do.
Yeah.
It would definitely take way longer to download a 3-minute music video, which I don't know why I'd ever download that. It would take 35 minutes.
Yeah. I remember,
Why am I doing this?
Buying music videos on my Xbox 360.
And it would take forever.
And it would take forever, but...
Well...
That's it.
My upload speeds are decent.
Swell.
Not bad. But this is going to be HD 4K quality.
Boom.
30 frames per second.
30 frames per second.
Yeah. So this shit's going to take a long time.
Why? It's going to take at least 6 minutes.
Yep. You might not see this video until Christmas.
It could take that long.
But I'm gonna push it now.
We're gonna start a live stream until Christmas.
And
we just show up here.
The camera of the progress being made on the
upload.
That'll be a fun video. A lot of people will be watching that.
Catch me on the live stream. I'll be in the chat.
If you focus closely on the reflection of the iPad screen, you might be able to see me.
You see
working
in it. Yeah.
Just going about my everyday life. That was one thing. If anyone streams,
I tried.
But
I gave up.
One time Matt shared his screen on the podcast, and I had made a joke about having bookmarks that were you shouldn't see, because people don't think about this shit when you share your browser.
Right.
Screen share, you might have bookmarks that are my porn diary or whatever.
Damning evidence of your incriminating.
But he obviously didn't. But he also was nervous about it because I had said something. But also, if you're doing a streaming thing and let's say this mirrored thing here, and you had someone
what if there was just
there, just
booty bone naked
doing
over
some
there,
heroin or something, you'd see it. We would never think about it.
You went completely opposite of what I.
What were you saying? Booty something?
I said booty bone naked.
I mean, booty bone naked. Yeah, you don't want that either.
It could be worse. But heroin, that's...
Heroin's hardcore stuff.
That's way up.
As far as I'm concerned, I'll never do heroin.
I could never.
I'll never do it. It's a hard drug. And I don't really, think that's cool.
I'm not into that.
So, if you're in the back,
hey.
I can see you.
Off the Labatt's
mirror. Off the
Labatt's mirror.
So that's it.
Day 9.
Day 9. We ended this podcast 3 times. Day
Boom.
9.
It's a real Midwestern
Derive Brewing Company. Check them out. They got some interesting characters. They're babies.
Babies on the can.
Babies with beards. That's a new show coming to the Learning Network. Or the Learning Channel.
PBS.
Oh, TLC, right? That's the one with the mini people?
Is that Keeping Up with the Kardashians?
I mean, they're mini people? They might be.
They could be.
Yeah, babies with beards. That's it. Day 9. Derive. Check them out. Columbus. If you're in Columbus, check them out. Bye.
Bye.